It's week 2 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Steelers and the Broncos, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. If you got to fight against that, they've got to come out ready to play.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So the Steelers make their way out, led by their 4th-year quarterback, picked up in the offseason from the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 15 carries, 58 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards that time for number 14. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Fields now to throw.
His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He finds Pickens over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Fields throwing again.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
George Pickens.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon. And a very promising debut in Week 1. Let's face it, rookie quarterback, anytime you can go out in Week 1 that way and get a victory, you take that as a giant positive as a team and as a player. Now, he'll work on improving his own individual play while continuing to help his team win. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see? I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
The Broncos at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd. And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, That gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. Back deep, Marquez Callaway. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He's got this to Pickens. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Fights through and now a crease. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. The Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Back to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Here's Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Boswell's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Fields. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here's Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Throwing Nix. Slant pass. He's got Reynolds. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Nix looking to throw again. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw is Nix. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nix to the air. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Bryce Young, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Gardner Minshew, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Nix from the shotgun. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A give to Williams, running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Reynolds will go in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. To throw, here's Nix. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Lutz good on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Steelers offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Fields. Open man there is Darnell Washington. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And Wilson won the Triple Crown in Michigan last season. Catches, yards, and receiving touchdowns. And certainly answered the moment in the Rose Bowl with the biggest catch of the season for the Wolverines. Very sudden in his route running with strong hands.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Now a give. Running left is Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Back to throw now on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. On play action, here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Steelers offense and George Pickens set to take over again, and he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A handoff for Warren. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Fields now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Fields. He finds Pickens over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. They hand this off to Harris. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
The offense on third down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Off play action. Fields. Finding Pickens for another catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Out route complete to Dulcich. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. Throwing Nix. This one swung out to Williams. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 69 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Back to throw, Fields. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby, all right? They've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Pittsburgh, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This